It was a quiet Sunday morning in the small town of Hollow Creek. The early light painted the streets golden, and the leaves whispered with the wind. Life in the town was slow, peaceful, and predictable until that day. 8-year-old Lily Anderson had just finished her breakfast. She was an imaginative child with big brown eyes that always seemed to be seeing something beyond the world around her. She loved playing outside, especially in the small park near her house. It was safe, at least that's what everyone thought. "Can I go to the park, Mom?" Lily asked, her voice bright with excitement. Her mother, Claire, was in the kitchen, washing the dishes. "Okay, but don't go too far and be back by noon," Claire called after her. Lily grabbed her favorite blue jacket and bolted out the door. The park wasn't far, just down the block, and she could already see a few kids playing there. The swings creaked softly as they swayed back and forth in the breeze. She ran toward them, her laughter filling the air. As she played, a tall man in a black hoodie watched from the shadows of a nearby alley. His name was Carl, and he had been watching Lily for weeks. He didn't look dangerous, just another face in the town, easily forgotten. But his thoughts were dark, and his intentions were darker still. Carl had a van parked near the alley. It was plain white, with no windows in the back, the kind of vehicle people barely notice. He had everything planned: the rope, the tape, the dark basement at his house where no one could hear a scream. Lily swung higher and higher, her legs kicking against the sky. She didn't see the man approach until it was too late. "Hey there, kiddo," Carl said, his voice sickeningly friendly. "I'm a friend of your mom's. She asked me to bring you home." Lily blinked, her small hands gripping the swing's chains. "Mom didn't say anything about you. She was in a rush. But it's okay, come on. I've got a surprise for you in my van. Candy, toys, everything you like." Lily hesitated, her instincts telling her something wasn't right. But she was 8, and the promise of candy was tempting. She slid off the swing, her feet touching the ground softly. She glanced around. The park was nearly empty now. "Come on, it's right over here," Carl said, smiling as he reached out to take her hand. But just as Lily started to follow, a voice called out from behind them. "Lily, there you are." It was Sarah, Lily's neighbor and babysitter. She had been walking her dog and noticed Lily standing with a man she didn't recognize. Instantly, her instincts kicked in. Carl's eyes flashed with irritation. His plan was crumbling. "Oh, hi there," he said, feigning innocence. "I was just taking Lily home." "Funny," Sarah said, her voice calm but firm, "because her mom didn't mention anything about someone else picking her up. Lily, come here." Lily hesitated only for a second before running to Sarah's side. Carl's smile faded. He stood there for a moment, weighing his options, but with Sarah now watching him, he knew he couldn't do anything. "Just a misunderstanding," Carl muttered before walking away, disappearing into the alley where his van was parked. Sarah knelt down to Lily's height, her hands trembling slightly as she hugged her. "Are you okay, Lily?" Lily nodded, her small body trembling in response. "He said he knew Mom." "He doesn't," Sarah said softly. "Come on, let's get you home." Later that day, the police were called. Carl's van was found abandoned miles outside of town. Inside were the chilling tools of a predator. But Carl himself had vanished, slipping away into the shadows once again, leaving behind nothing but fear. For days, the town of Hollow Creek buzzed with concern. Parents kept their children close, and the parks emptied. Posters of Carl's face were plastered on every corner, but the man himself was never caught. Lily didn't go back to the park for a long time.